This video is powered by NordVPN. Use the code AFTV for an exclusive deal.
Welcome back to AFTV, everyone. I'm here with Nick, man. Well, I've spent all day with you, so I very much know how you're feeling about the win. So I want to focus more on the players here because they all stood up to it, and I think there could have been 6-7 man of the matches. So I'll let you take it away.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's been a lot of talk of if this hadn't happened in the past, if that hadn't happened. I don't think that's. I think it's true, but I don't think it's useful right now. You know how sport is. Football changes, situations change. All we can do right now is give the best possible account of ourselves and make it as respectful as possible, and put as much pressure on City as possible. If City drop any points, we will be there ready to pounce. That's what that performance today tells me. If City do make any mistakes, we will be there ready to take advantage and to capitalise. And that's all we can do at this moment of time. What's done is done.
I can agree more. Look, a lot of talk about Kivior coming in. Brilliant one impact. Jorginho. I thought Ben White was outstanding, especially in the second half. He had a lot of one-on-one defending to do. He's a player that I was saying earlier in the season looked like he was starting to tire. But, I mean, his energy levels are unbelievable. He dealt with the one-on-one battles, aerial duels, everything. Yeah,
it showed that this team thrives off of wins, right? You know, we got a win against Chelsea. Yes, they're low on confidence and all the rest of it, but that was a massive energy boost, clearly. You know, this team has been winning all season. And we tend to, obviously, we didn't bounce back from the draws that well because they were draws. And maybe when you draw, you don't quite feel the same urgency to make a dramatic change. You think, actually, we were in the game, it's fine. But then when you get slapped the way that City slapped us, you know, you can't help but react and have real drastic changes. And that's what we've seen. It
reminds me of, and look, obviously I can only hope that the outcome's the same, but it reminds me of when Man City won their first title. They went and... They came to the Emirates. Arteta scored. We beat them 1-0. But make no mistake about it, it was a 3-4-0 game. We battered them. We were so much better than them. And I think Mancini said after the game, he said, yeah, title race is over. That's it. We're not winning it. But he made some tweaks, went 4-4-2, brought Tevez in from the cold. He put Silva and Nasri wide. And they just had a new energy about them. It just refreshed it enough to capitalise on United's slip-ups. Now, I think the City team are better than that United team. They might not slip up. But maybe there's a little bit of a resurgence that might just start to get into City's head a bit.
Yeah, and I likened it to Chelsea when we beat Antonio Conte's Chelsea. And they had to make the decision to go to a back five and start playing with wing backs. And then that became the way they played for several years. And they went on to win the league then. And at that time, you know, we looked much the better side at that game. But we forced them into making those changes. And, you know, for me, I've said this all along in this whole season. I'm enjoying the ride. Arteta is not the finished product as a manager. And this team is not the finished product as a team. So if we can run the league as close as possible, whether it's a point, same points, goal difference, whatever the case may be. Obviously, I'm hoping that we win it, but however close we can get, this isn't the final product. We still are doing this with a reasonable budget. We're still doing this with 2 signings in January who were backup signings that we had to have a little bit of initiative to go and get. This is not with, you know, going and bringing in our marquee players and this type of stuff. So this team isn't in its final form. We're still overachieving, and next season we have to do. Maybe not, I don't want to say we have to do better, but we have to do better in cup competition, certainly. Yeah, I agree. And try and make the league as competitive as possible again. But on today's result, can't complain at all.
No, I completely agree. Look, Arsenal, I think, are on 81 points now, I believe that is. So if we win all our remaining games, that leaves us on 90. I think the most City can get to is 94. So I'm not just going to ask you if we're going to win the league. I'm going to ask you for both teams' final points tallies.
I think Arsenal finish on 90... Oh, man. 91. I think City might win it by 1 point.
So basically 3 wins and a defeat in there.
There you go. They'll drop points 100%.
Well, listen, I hope that defeat comes before Brentford on the final day.
Yep.
So at least if we take it to there, we see what happens.
And then we kick them out of the league.
Many thanks. Hit the like button. We'll see you very soon.
Shop for AFTV merch at shop.aftv.co.uk. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, and Twitch. We've got content for every platform, so check it out.